Last time we got ourselves through the B licence test and picked up our first proper car for the garage, the Skyline. Today though, the racing actually begins. Naturally, we're starting at the Sunday Cup. Where else would we start? I'm going to do the qualifying laps here, but only to see what sort of pace I'm actually at compared to the AI, because they're very inconsistent, as we will find out later on. However, right now I did manage to get pole for the Sunday Cup around Autumn Ring Mini, which is a nice little credit bonus, which is definitely going to come in handy. Going to start the race now. Nice quick 2-lap race around what I believe is the game's shortest track. Got off the line quite well. Take that apex quite nicely. Should be quite a nice easy win. However, the AI on this game, the rubber banding is ridiculous. As you've seen in that qualifying shot, we are against a Mazda Demio, which has around about 90 horsepower. This Skyline that we've got, I believe, has got 187. But as you can see on the mini-map, I'm not exactly losing everyone. They're certainly not challenging me for the lead, but there you go, they're not very far behind at all. Little slidey slide there. Cold tyres, normal tyres equals slidey Skyline apparently. Heading up the hill. Only got a few more corners left of this first race. We'll dab of the brakes, try and keep it tight. Can take as much curb as possible on this one, straighten that penultimate corner up to ease the angle into the final corner, completely miss the apex, run a little bit wide, but nice and easy win. There we go, look, we're only 3 seconds faster than a Demio, around 2 laps around here, which I have a feeling we're actually going to be slower than all of these in qualifying for the next track, because that's what AI rubber banding does on the original Gran Turismo. 3,000 credits, basically doubled our money. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to do the qualifying. I won't show the whole lap, just to show you the times that we got, how competitive we are compared to the AI. And yeah, we are 2.8 seconds slower in qualifying. However, in race pace, we should still quite comfortably win that. So I'm going to enter the race now. Now this is the 1989 Nissan Skyline, which is actually an FR before they became the four-wheel drive 90s and early noughties icons. So the launch wasn't impeccable there, but still very good. Easily up into the lead before we get to turn 1. However, given the rubber banding on this game, I doubt we'll get anywhere near over a second ahead of them by the end of this race. Heading into turn 2. Did that quite nicely, albeit a little bit wide. Yep, there you go, you see they're still right up behind me. I think at this early stage of the career mode, they end up being kind of just on your pace once you get past them. So any mistakes that you make, they'll naturally get past. However, if your driving is good enough to keep it on the black stuff, then you should stay ahead. I believe this was the first ever racetrack that I completely learnt the layout to, and it's fictional. Quite ironic, really. Yep, not going to be touching that grass or hitting that wall. Now I know the layouts to countless tracks from around the world, both fictional and actual real circuits. Most of my memory is filled with random racetrack layouts and also song lyrics. Just a few more corners to go. Did those 2 corners in a few license tests on the last episode, so should be pretty good at that. And yep, there you go. They're still right up behind me, probably not even a second behind at this point. On to the final back corner. Ooh, a little bit of a slide there, didn't slow me down too much though. I don't see them being an issue or posing a threat. No, definitely not. There we go. Nice and easy win number 2. Yeah, there you go. Not even 1 second ahead of the Civic there. That puts us on 8 points to their 12. Nice and easy. Championship win incoming. Even if we finish second in the next race, we'll still easily win the championship. Another 3,000 credits. Now you can speed up that countdown there, but for some reason I forgot to do that. Here we are, race number 3 in the Sunday Cup, round Grand Valley East, and we're not last on this one. This should be slightly easier than the last race. I do love that spinning pan shot as you come into a race. There's that Demio. Got past him quite easily there. Slide my way through. This is another one of the iconic, legendary Gran Turismo and original circuits. I've not actually played Gran Turismo 7. I know, shocking. However, I am aware that they completely butchered this circuit and Trial Mountain, which is a shame, because Trial Mountain is probably one of my favourite tracks of all time. And that includes real life circuits, not just fictional ones. Ooh, yeah, little tap of the barrier there. That wasn't ideal. Through the tunnel, sticking left, because this is the short circuit, so it's a quick right left chicane here. Straight into another right. Opens out quite nicely and then just flat for this final corner. And then another long straight down into the first corner. I don't really class this left kink as a corner. It's more of a acceleration zone. Although you can, in certain cars, you're still turning round that left-hander before you're braking for the hairpin, so it can be quite difficult sometimes. However, we're only in the Sunday Cup in a starter car, so it wasn't too bad. And up the hill. Just a little confidence break there, really. Probably do that flat, but we've not played this game for a little while. Ooh, little slide. Doing a bit of lawnmowering. Hopefully I don't hit that wall this time. There we go. Make sure I didn't. Back into the tunnel. Quick look behind. There's, yeah, nowhere near really. It's about as far as you can wish to be ahead at this point. While, you know, trying to remain competitive. This is certainly easy. I'm not walking away with it, but I'd like the races to be a little bit more challenging than this, and I'll certainly be working towards doing that in later championships and later episodes with other cars and stuff. There we go. Sunday Cup is complete. Maximum 27 points. Civic got 18. Nice and easy win. Another 3,000 credits for winning the race, and then we get some bonus credits for winning the championship. 15,000 credits. Look at that. Over doubled our credit total. That's definitely going to come in very handy. Nice little trophy. And of course, a brand new car. Let's go check out what car we got. Of course, it's a Demio. I've got a love-hate relationship with this Demio. As a child, I detested it. However, I then went out and brought a Mazda 2 1.5 Sport for my first car, which I actually still have. However, when I came back to this game after a few years of not playing it, I started using the Demio again and I upgraded it to this racing modification spec, and it looks ridiculous. The exhaust note is also utterly ridiculous. But for now, we're going to get back into the Skyline and we're going to take on the FR Challenge. Once again, I'm going to do the qualifying. I'm not going to show the full lap, just so we can see roughly where we are in relation to the AI. This is definitely going to be a lot more challenging, but hopefully we can do it. No. Nearly 12 seconds slower in qualifying without any upgrades. Ooh, this is going to be tough. I'm going to give it a go, but there's absolutely no way I'm not finishing last. I'm just going to give you little highlights of this race because it definitely didn't go according to plan. First off, we got caught with our trousers around our ankles at the start. The AE86, or Corolla as we like to call it here in England, did run wide at turn 1. However, by the time we got back to the start, back into the final corner on lap 1, he was already ahead of me. So I sent it out the inside. However, he's then got a little bit of revenge and then completely embarrassed me around the outside. There you go, there he goes, look at that. Gone. And it stayed there until the end of the race. So I'm going to head to the Nismo part specialist and buy some new tyres to start with because the grip was shocking. I'm not going to go into racing. I think I'll do the semi-racing, probably go soft if they're not too expensive. Yeah, look at that, £7,000, that'll do. Or 7,000 credits, put those on. I think I'm also going to... Oh, is this turbo? I don't believe it is. No, it's not. It's naturally aspirated, so we'll go into engine, NA tune. Oh, 4,000 credits for 20 horsepower. Yeah, that'll do. I might just put on the racing chip as well. Have a look at that. 12,000. No. Yeah, we'll go into the computer, put the racing chip in. 1,500 credits for 4 horsepower. I usually work it as if you're spending 1,000 credits on 1 horsepower, it's pretty good value. I'm also going to do a little bit of, no, not tyres, go to others and do a little bit of weight reduction. Throw away some of them seats, save a bit of weight. That should help it immensely. And that'll do. I think that's the only upgrades I'm going to do. However, I'm going to look at this beautiful racing modification. That black livery looks stunning. But we're a long way away from being able to afford that. So, back to the FR. Once again, I'll just show you the end of the qualifying lap, see how competitive we are compared. It felt so much better. I believe we're also actually much quicker in qualifying there. Yeah, there we go. We're only just under 4 seconds. So that should be a challenge, but certainly possible to win this. So, let's go into the race. Got the initial D Corolla there. There we go, we've done him off the line. Much better. I think that weight reduction really helps. The tyres will definitely help the grip. My cornering speeds are going to be so much higher now with those upgrades. You can get off the line better with the horsepower as well, a bit more straight line speed. However, I'm pretending to do door mirroring again. I thought this was Gran Turismo, not Lawnmower Simulator 2021. But never mind. Up into fourth with a little bit of argy-bargy. Into this tight corner, I can never get this right. Ooh, little bit of a slide. You know what? Despite the slide, that wasn't too bad. This should be flat, but I've forgotten to turn and dodge. Oh, okay. I thought I was going to hit that tyre barrier there. Oh, they've all ran wide there. All the time that I lost by nearly hitting the tyres, I've gained straight back and then some. There we go, up to the podium. Ooh, another big slide. This Skyline's a shopping trolley at the moment, even with sports tyres. Oh, hello. See you later, RX-7. Anyone else want another bite? No? Okay, I tried to get his step through in there and completely failed. And, oh, nice little spoofies there. Oh, see you later, RX-7. Toodles. But no, I'm playing Lawnmower Simulator again, I do apologise. But that is into the lead. Oh, I've locked the rears. Okay. That's not ideal. That went a little bit wrong there, so let's try that again, shall we? Basically the same sort of start there. Up into fifth, off the line, a little bit of a love tap there, trying to get a bit of slip through and come back, but I'll just duck under. Try not to play Lawnmower Simulator this time. Yep, keeping it wide. I'm making much quicker progress this time around. Right, don't lock the rear brakes into this corner this time, Burton. Much better. Brake in a straight line. This is a rear-wheel drive Skyline, not a four-wheel drive Skyline. Now, are they going to run wide like they did in the last one? Yeah, they are. Okay. That's good to know. Should be... There we go. Look at that. Up into first before the end of the first lap. I wanted to take 2 bites of the cherry on the brake there just because I was worried about locking them again. They were speedy boys down here last time, weren't they? So I wonder if they're going to come flying. Oh, yep, just to say that. There goes the Super R. And, okay, now I know what Riccardo's on felt like in 2000 at Spa when Hakkinen and Schumacher went flying past. And they were in basically the same coloured cars there as well. Very strange. Anyway, battling for second now because the RX-7 went flying off the road at turn 1 again, just like it did last time out. Right, let's not lock the brakes here again. No, there we go, did that quite well. Give the Super a little love tap. A little bit of lawnmowering again. I'm good at that apparently. Is he going to run wide again? Yes, that should hopefully help me win this. Get a slip trim. Throw it down the inside. Oh, a little bit of a slide. That has not helped my exit speed. I'm going to have to do a little bit of typical Gran Turismo defending here, aren't I, until the line? Yeah. Yes, this is cheesy, but I want to win this race. Oh, I'm letting through. Oh, just held on there. Oh, 0.024 seconds. Yeah. That was very close. But we got the win. That's what we were here for. Ooh, 5,000 credits this time. We're moving up in the world. Ah, Deep Forest. I like this circuit. Hopefully we're just about the same sort of competitiveness in this race. 6 seconds slower. This one's going to be a bit harder, but we'll give it a go. See what we can do, because I've got a feeling they're going to be quite slow around the final corner here, so I should be able to gain quite a bit there. But we'll see. Once again, getting the Corollas off the line, or A86s as they are on this. You've come back at me, look. Rude. I'm gonna, yeah, why not? Send it. More lawnmower simulator. Ooh, that was a bit wide. That went quite nicely though. Did that a bit wrong. I'm going to try and stick it around the outside, keep my foot in. No, that's going to be hit the wall. Ugh. Just about held on. I never used to be able to do this corner very well at all. Oh, invasive action there. Coming to the last few corners, this one's deceivingly tighter than what it looks. A bit of argy-bargy again. Let's see if they are slow around this last corner like I hope they are. Yeah, not as slow as I was thinking, but I did gain a bit of time there. So hopefully I can get super on this last lap. Grass cutting again. Don't want to lock the brake, got a bit of a slide there, not too bad. Up the hill, into the left, right section. Up under that tree, he's run wide, look. Can I get it around the outside here? Oh, ooh. Excuse me, coming through. Alright, let's see if I can gain a lot of time here again like I did last lap. But I don't want to get stuck under him again. Oh, he's gone very slow. Oh, round the outside. Nice. Is he going to come back at me? Oh, yeah. He thinks he's Takuma Sato. Look, he's gone for a bicycle gap. I'm going to have to... Ooh. Yeah, okay. Just got my nose ahead. As long as I keep this final corner quick, then should be alright. And I've done a little bit too slidey there. I can't see him. Oh, that's why he's right up my shelf. Oh, this is going to be another close one. No, push in. Didn't want to come through. Sorry, that was a little naughty, but you know, you got a Gran Turismo when you Gran Turismo, right? Oh, another very close finish. 0.29 this time. What was it? 0.22, 0.24 last time. But another win. We can afford to finish second to him next time out. Obviously, we're still going to try and win, but if we finish second in the next race, we still win the championship. And that's the most important thing. Another 5,000 credits. And it's Grand Valley backwards again. However, this is the long circuit, the proper one. 8 seconds slower. Ooh, just getting slower and slower here. But we'll give it a go. Like I said, I only need to finish second. Once again, get him on the launch. He'll probably come back. Or I can push him out. One of the two. Can I get this one around the outside? No, he's come across. Oh, I've actually been done by him this time. Oh, snuck under them both there though. This hairpin could be tough. Whoa! Oh, sorry, bro. Oh, I followed them off, look. I'm just going to keep my foot in here because I need to not lose as much time as possible. Ooh, just about. This is another one of those deceiving corners coming up. It's not quite as quick as it looks. Especially if you try and hit the wall. Now, let's try not to lock the brakes again. This one should be flat, especially with taking a bit of a wider entry there. This one should also be flat. But I've taken a couple of nibbles out of the rear bumper of that RX-7. That was kind of a half-hearted send there, really, wasn't it? And it didn't really work because he's just come back under acceleration again. Final corner, middle of the road for some reason. Not a bad line, but I've got a much better exit, but he's just going to go again, isn't he? Ooh. Acceleration these guys have got out of corners is ridiculous. Can't keep up with that at the minute. At least I'm comfortable from behind. So I wonder if I could finish third and still win the championship. I'd rather not risk it. Obviously, much rather just win, but I've not got anywhere near the lead so far in this race. I don't have anyone to lean on this lap, so I've had to actually slow down for that one. Still managed to take nibbles at the RX-7's rear bumper there. Again, just keeping flat through here. Bit of a better line this time, not quite as close on the exit. I'd say that, still quite close to the grass there. Good thing damage isn't on this game, isn't it? Because that RX-7 would have no rear bumper left, and I'd probably have no front bumper left either. Or an underfloor with the amount of lawnmowering I'm doing. Thank you for the little speed beast there, bro. Whoa. Love kiss on the barrier there. That's probably done any hopes of a race win there, actually. With the time remaining. Although, you're quite slow around there. If I can send it into this hairpin. No, he's just a bit too quick. Especially with their off corner acceleration. Look at that, he's just gone. It's like he hits a NOS button. I think I'm going to be doing more defending rather than attacking across the line. Yeah, there's no way I'm winning this, unfortunately, but the championship should still be mine, provided I definitely stay second. Yeah, that should be good. Yeah, nice and easy. He ain't getting me now. Just come across the cover, just to make sure. There we go. Only 2,000 credits for that, but with the championship bonus of surprisingly less than the Sunday Cup, actually. We've still made 9,000 credits profit from that, even after the upgrades that I made. Another trophy, and another brand new machine. Let's go check out what that is, shall we? Ooh, a nice Sylvia. Again, in red. This game loves giving me red cars. Right. That's going to have to be it for this episode, but be sure to come back for episode 3 because things are about to get a little bit chaotic and there may even be a betrayal.